Quillan Salkilld absolutely dominates Mateusz Gamrot to win by rear naked choke in the first round. Well, that was a bit disappointing for a fan of Gamrot. I mean, he was supposed to be using this fight as a kind of leap. You know, he's already in the top 5, or he was already in the top 5, to get a title shot, right? To beat this young pretender, this hot shot. But actually, it turned out that he was used as a stepping stone for Quillan Salkilld to get into the top 5. From his perspective, beating this established stalwart of the division, right? This expert wrestler. And it turned out that his wrestling was actually really, really good. I was very surprised. He dominated from the opening bell, and Gamrot had no answers. And could age play a factor? You know, Gamrot's 35, Salkilld, it escapes me, but I think he's about 10 years younger. Of course, it might have played a factor. It plays a factor in every combat sport, but end of the day, Salkilld was the favourite. He was the favourite, and from what I've just watched, he deserved to be. He was technically very good. He's very long, he's very tall, he had a big reach advantage, but end of the day, I thought if he was going to win, he'd win by striking, but he won with a submission, rear naked choke, and Gamrot tapped, so yeah, a bit of a surprise. This is the thing, it's a brutal sport, you know. I'm not sure where Gamrot goes from here, to be honest. He'll probably just have a few more fights, finish out his contract, kind of padding out, you know, main events, perhaps. Salkilld will probably get a title shot. Maybe not this year, but certainly next year. And then you've got Saladin Parnasse as well in September. That could be a fight. The winner of that against Salkilld. He might argue that he's deserved to leapfrog those guys and just go straight in for a title shot. Maybe he's right. And I think, you know, judging from what I inferred from the commentary and everything, that the UFC wanted him to win. People say there's no bias in the UFC because they like own everyone. It's like all in-house, but there is preferences. You know, Salkild's a native English speaker. Gamrot's English is, you know, very good compared to my Polish, but he speaks it with a very strong accent, and Poland isn't an English-speaking country, whereas Australia is. So there's reasons commercially why they'd want Salkilld to win, right? There's reasons why they might want Salkilld to be a future champion. And, well, if that's the case, they got what they wanted. Yeah, it's tough. It's the way it goes. And but what I will say is that Apex place, I mean, I've said it before and I'll say it again, it's so dystopian. It's like something from a Black Mirror episode. It really is. It's probably got a few thousand people in there, maximum, and it just feels so sterile. And the ring walks and stuff, it's just, yeah, it's such like a corporate product. And I know I bang on about the UFC's business model and everything all the time, but it has to be mentioned, you know. So that's it. A really quick breakdown. Very quick analysis, and it's a big one next week with Ian Garry trying to get Makhachev's title from him. I don't think he'll succeed, and he's not a particularly likeable character. But, you know, good luck to him, and he is Irish, he is European, he's from our side of the pond, so yeah, could be interesting if he was to pull it off, but I just can't see it. And he has signed with Matchroom MMA as well. That's what it's being called informally, isn't it? He's signed with Matchroom's talent agency that seems to be making a play for a lot of these UFC guys. But he's no Tom Aspinall, in my book. Not in terms of his likability factor, which plays a part, right, in your commercial appeal. What else is happening soon? Atauma against Hrgovic is 2 weeks yesterday, so the August 29th. Judgment Day, if you're a big Terminator fan. Anyway, that's about wraps it up. So let me know what you thought in the comments. Where does Gamrot go from here? Where does Salkilld go from here? And I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.